52-40 lead there. And then in the rest of the game, they scored 40 more points. Was it just a matter of, Burke kind of took over the game? What happened defensively after such a solid start?
I don't know. It seemed like after a certain point, he started getting a lot of things as far as pull-up jumpers and things like that. I think that helped him out. And also, we were making some open shots down the stretch that we usually make, but I feel like we put ourselves in a good position to win. We just didn't come out with it in the end.
Tyrone, you guys had the chance to shoot a three to tie there at the end. Just what happened on the pass between?
I don't know. It was a good pass. It just slipped through my hands. I tried to come to the ball, and I don't know. It just slipped out my hands. It was a really good play. It's what we planned to do with the 5 in the corner, and that's what he did. Just lost the ball.
Drew, talk about the play of Sandy Marchu, especially in the first half.
The last few games, Sandy has done a great job for us with his energy and his effort. You can tell it gives us life, it gets us going, and if he keeps playing like that, it's going to help us a lot. He's doing a great job.
And Ray, I know you guys wanted to win the game. I get that, but there has to be a part of you that feels good about this program, how you guys have played over the last 3 games, when you really faced a lot of adversity this season. Things didn't go your way, but you guys never gave up. You really are playing great basketball right now.
I just think we've all came together now towards the end of the season, and we've saved our best basketball for last, and we're just playing hard. We're playing as hard as we have been, practicing as hard as we have been. We're just putting everything together and just trying to go out and play hard and just play for the coaches, play for the alumni, play for the fans, and just forget about ourselves and just play for everybody.
Tyrone, same question for you. What can you take from this game? Obviously, you didn't get the outcome you wanted, but to be up 12 in the second half against the 7th-ranked team in the country, a lot of people would say you played well enough to win. Is that in itself encouraging on any level?
I have to say it's encouraging. Not to just, I wouldn't say encouraging as far as to be happy about it, but encouraging, just as far as like to get better, to see how good of a team they are and to be able to stick around. But that's not what we really wanted to do. We really wanted to come in and get a win that we thought we could have got. But in the end, like you said, you can take it as encouragement.
Just the spark you got to start the game from Sandy, that really obviously kept you in the game and put you in a position to get into the position you got into, right? Just what his, what his start meant for you, but then also when he got hurt in the second half, did that take anything off of it?
I think so. He came out first half. We didn't have anybody making shots really. I felt like he was the person that got everybody going. Like Drew said, this last couple of weeks here, he's been almost the hardest work I feel like we've had inside. He was guarding the ball, great on ball screens. He scored our first 9 points, being strong inside. And like you said, when he hurt his ankle, we kind of lagged a little bit as far as in ball screen defense. But I feel like we appreciate what he's been giving us.
Take one more,
Just kind of what he's meant to you from an intangible standpoint, just sort of the spirit and the energy he's been playing with, just not having him there at the end. Obviously, you talked about ball screen defense, but just in terms of his spirit, did you miss that at the end?
Yeah, you always miss that spirit from him. We always feel like, he's a big energy booster. When he makes hard plays, he's up on his feet, he's getting hype for people even when he's on the bench or when he's in the game. And not only that, he'll make a hustle play, and you would think he just made 4 threes in a row. And I feel like that's great. That's a great person that we need out there with us.
Matt, you're up 12 in the second half. Outside of Trey Burke being really good, what happened from there?
Well, we had some opportunities. We had the ball at the basket, and we had some good looks offensively, and some shots didn't go down for us at that time. With that being said, they started to knock down some shots, and Trey Burke's a very good player. And one thing you want to try your best to do is to get him out of rhythm. But when he makes speed dribble, step back pull-ups, you're going to shake his hand a couple times. You made a couple of unbelievable shots on the run. That's why, you know, some consider him the best lead guard in the country, because he can make those shots. Not a lot of people can make those shots. Our frustration as a staff really lied in the fact of just, we didn't do a good enough job a couple times corralling him on ball screen action and not really stopping him as much as then he makes other people better. You know, he's 50% of their offense. You go look at the stats tonight, he's 50% of their offense again. And some of those assists are threes, and so he's more than 50%. But he's scoring or passing on about, you know, half of their plays as productive. And they just had too many clean looks there with Hardaway, Staskis, Bokrich had the 1-3. He just subs in the game. I don't know if he's played. You know, he might have had a field goal in 16 games. That was a huge three, man. I know he missed the free throw. But that was a huge three at a key time for their team. So you got to give him credit for being ready to make a shot. But it was those shots that really frustrated us because we felt we could stop those shots. At times, when you get against a good player, you make it difficult for him. You contest, and then, you know, they are shooting speed triple pull-ups. So that's really where our frustration lied, because I felt we could have stopped that. But I liked our effort. Our execution wasn't great at times. We simply couldn't stop them in the last 8 minutes. And even when the ball got loose, we had some rebound opportunities, some loose ball opportunities. Michigan made those plays, and I thought that was pretty important to their victory, their success.
Matt, Coach Beeline was in here. He talked about early in the second half, you threw kind of a defensive twist at him. He said it kind of blew us up, and that's when you got that 12-point lead.
Right.
And he said, you know, credited you and said, you know, it was a great move. We had to really kind of adjust on the fly, giving away your trade secrets. Did you actually see, you know, something you could do that to throw them off a lot?
Well, we just tried to stay with them and stay into them as much as possible. You know, you're stopping them from scoring, but you're also trying to stop them from passing. And I think when they pick up the basketball, you've got to do a good job of defending the pass. And at times, like in that stretch, I thought we did a pretty good job with that. You know, we tried to keep the ball on the side so he wasn't attacking in the middle of the court. Then the floodgates opened up, and they were just attacking too much. I can go into details of things, but it's really the semantics of defending the ball screen. And we're a little bit different in what we do defensively there because we have such a big player at that 5 spot, and that's who they rub. A lot of the guys with Sandy and with him. At times we did a good job, at times we didn't. Then at times it's the guy on the ball not doing the little things. So it really ties together. And all that being said, they do a good job. He's a very good coach, and they're very difficult to defend.
You did have the correct there at the end for the potential game-tying three. Pass didn't quite connect. Is that what you were looking for, just something quick?
Well, we were just trying to look. We're trying to get a rub off the ball screen to start in the open court. With the miss and where it went, we had to advance it. We didn't get that. We were just trying to. I shouldn't say we didn't get that. We didn't get it kind of where we wanted to. But then we were just trying to get a rub off a dribble handoff. At first, I thought he was going to go dribble right at Bird's man and flip it to him, and then try to get that shot. It is a difficult thing to do with no timeouts, and your fastest guy that can dribble isn't a three-point shooter. So if you give it to somebody else, you don't have the speed to get it up the court the way you need to. If you don't, and so we really were trying to get a rub right there with Bird for dribble handoff. He started to go towards him, then he veered towards Tyrone. We talked about it, just a dribble handoff with Tyrone. So I just kind of felt Ronnie thought he could get the ball just directly to him, and Tyrone was coming for that handoff. And even though they didn't get close, just it happened too quick, and just we struggled to pass and catch that one. Things like that happen. You know, that's part of the game. It's the other things that, you know, when you go back and dissect everything, it's hard to swallow. But we got rebounded by 12. We did some really good things. Made our free throws. We just had to get a couple more stops.
Coach, can you put in perspective what Tyrone was able to do tonight offensively, and then also Sandy in terms of energy and also just keeping you guys going early?
Well, you know, it shows our fans. Our fans are pretty educated and they know what's going on. And people just want to see somebody play hard. And, you know, our fans, when they're cheering for him right there, is because what he did at Wisconsin, you know, he continued to play hard and he gave us energy. And he's got a positive outlook. He's got a smile on his face, and he's happy to be here. And he worked hard. And he did some really good things for us today. It's too bad that he got hurt. You know, Tyrone was great. You know, scoring the basketball, those shots that he makes. You know, he makes it look pretty easy, but those are pretty difficult shots for most people. And he really got into a rhythm today, and it was a guy that we could count on to score the basketball for us. But we're making some strides. We're getting better. I wish we were doing this 6 weeks ago.
Take a few more time and watch.
Yeah, building on that, it's been 4+ months. Is this the team that you were hoping to see?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. Especially like, 'cause, I think you see teams at this time of the year, have an outlier game where they play well at home versus a really good team. The fact that we played a top, 20 team on the road like Wisconsin and got a great win, and then put ourselves in a position to win this game. It's unfortunate we couldn't come away with the victory for our guys' confidence. Because at times you're just trying to get a win to, keep your sanity, as a player and as a coach. And for these guys, they've worked really hard to make some strides at this point. We just don't quite piece it together, but you're also playing the top 5 teams in the country. So we just got to keep going, and we did some good things.
Matt, might just be preliminary, but we saw Sandy go down, and what have they told you? I mean, is it serious?
He said his ankle.
Right ankle.
He said I don't know which one. I asked him, his ankle, and I thought it was his back at first because I didn't see him, and he said it wasn't. He said it was his ankle, and then when he went back in there, you could see that he couldn't, get any pop, and he couldn't move laterally, and he grimaced every time. So that's why we didn't go back.
You know,
No, they didn't say anything else to me. I haven't asked yet. I was talking to somebody.